Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is a brand that I never had perfumes from. This one is new to me. It's called Oud Al Salam. Oud Al Salam. It is a Middle Eastern brand, yes, but this one is a little bit different because this time we are going to Qatar. So this company is founded by Qatarians or Qatar, and the only thing is a little bit on the confusing side because on the box it says made in UAE, but probably the owner is Qatari, and they basically ask the perfume manufacturers in UAE to make it for them or something in this vein. So as always with Middle Eastern houses, they give you everything plus the kitchen sink, and look at it, it's a huge box. And when he says Oud Passion, I had to get it. This one you can find it in United Kingdom for under £30, and let's see how it goes. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscription, which is free by the way. All these things will help this channel to keep afloat, to survive, to keep coming back for more videos, and to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and the smaller player getting smaller and poorer, and they getting pushed out. And that's why so many reviewers, they don't do review anymore. So if you don't want me to get to that end, the category of the fallen, as they say, please do your diligence. It's just a movement of a finger for you, but for me it means a survival. This endeavor is very, very expensive. Without your help I cannot survive it. So this one I paid from my own hard-earned cash money. Majority of the perfumes you see, 99% of the perfumes you see behind me, I bought them from my own money. So I am passionate about, pun intended, about this hobby I've been collecting since I was a teenager. Anyway, so thank you very much for your love, and thank you very much for your support, and let's get to the unboxing. Beautiful box, massive thick cardboard. Attention to detail is everywhere. Look at this beautiful design. Basically, wow, for under £30. This is super impressive. Sorry about the noise. Okay, how does it work? Does it work like this? Does it work like that? Alright. How are we doing this? Is it a sleeve? Yeah, it is a sleeve. Okay. Ooh, come on, Steve. Don't let me down. Alright, this unboxing is going to go wrong. Anyway, yeah, so this is a sleeve and the information, and we put it here, and this is the box itself. We got the information here, very, very nice thick cardboard, and it opens like this, which is beautiful. Look at this. This is the thingy. OMG, for under £30. Can you believe it? Such a presentation, gorgeous. All right, so it sits in like a velvet gallery. Is it velvet or silk gallery? All right, let's get. All right, holy moly, this is a super heavy bottle. It's about 2 kilos of bottle. It's super thick, super dense, beautiful coloring. We have blue, and it goes to brown, which is gorgeous. Look at that. And the cap itself has got this gemstone. Wow, 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 what a presentation, beautiful. So the cap itself is about 200-300 grams, is pure metal, which is beautiful, and this rose gold, and the atomizer is modern and rose gold as well. Let's put this one here, and here we go. So let's see the atomizer for this is Oud Passion by Oud Al Salam, and this one says Extrait de Perfume, and here we go. Good atomizer. It's not one of the best, but it's good. It's not all right. So Oud Al Salam, Oud Passion. So this is Oud Passion. Whoa, strong. Goodness me, this is very strong. All right, so right away, leather. Ooh, very leathery, almost aromatically leathery. Big what's his name, Oud in here as well. It's a oudi, is woody, is resinous. It's got some sweetness to it. The sweetness is more than moderate, so it is quite sweet, but I would say probably around 6 to 7 at the moment for opening, in terms of 10 being the sweetest. This is around 6 to 7. Wow, this is very strong. Here we go. Okay. They done it again. This is absolutely gorgeous. So first thing first is quality. The first thing hits me is the quality of it. Is no alcohol, no sharpness, no chemical, no harshness, none of those. Beautifully done. It's just straight to the perfume. The perfume itself in here is quite dark. I would say this one is semi-fresh to semi-dark in terms of classification, and in terms of classification of this fragrance, this is oriental woody. So it's very oriental, and it's very woody in the same time. Also, it's got a big leather in here. Wow, this is a very rugged leather. So the leather in here is quite rugged. I'm not sure, it's a hint of animalicness to it, but the animalicness is not coming from the leather. The leather is like separate from the animalicness of it. The animalicness of it, it smells like cumin to my nose. Yeah, it is cuminy. So it's cumin, it's cinnamon, definitely cinnamon in here, definitely nutmeg. It's quite nutty. So cinnamon, nutmeg, cumin, and also saffron. So 4 deep, dense of a spiciness to this fragrance. So you need to like your spicy fragrance. It's very spicy. Yeah, and the spiciness in here is quite deep, dense. It's quite dark. It's a little bit of smokiness to it, little bit of powderiness, little bit of dustiness to it as well, little bit camphorous, and also a little bit balsamic. So this is a very deep, dense fragrance. It's very complex, it's very layered. I'm smelling some vanilla, at least, if not vanilla benzoin. Yeah, it's like a combination of vanilla and some other sweetness. I'm getting some dry fruit in here, at least maybe date, maybe raisin, maybe apricot. Something is sweet and fruity in here, but it's just dry fruit rather than fresh fruit. So wow, what a gorgeous fragrance. What else? I'm smelling some floral, but they're not huge. The florals are in the background right now, but I'm smelling some rose, I'm smelling some jasmine, and they're giving it a good balancing between the heavy hitters and those softness from the floral. So you can tell that it's going very complex. For under £30, that's great. This is it unique? No, this DNA has been done many other times. I smell this DNA numerous of times from the fragrance houses from Middle East. It's very Middle Eastern, it's quite Arabic, it's quite oriental smell to it. So it is not everybody's cup of tea. You need to like this kind of fragrance to enjoy it, otherwise this one will wear you instead of you wearing it. Wow, but it's very smooth, it's very rounded, it's very well done, beautiful. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Oud Al Salam website. So let's see what they say. So Oud Al Salam, Oud Passion. This one is called Oud Passion. This particular fragrance, and top notes we have passion fruit. We have fruity notes, saffron and Turkish rose. In the heart we have agarwood, Indonesian patchouli and benzoin. In the base we have leather, agarwood, amber, vanilla and labdanum. Wow, what a combination. Yeah, all these things are here. So yeah, I get some fruitiness, but to be honest with you, the passion fruit in here is like more like a dry fruit rather than a fresh fruit. So it is there, but it is quite dark. It is quite dry. So it's very dry fruitiness to it rather than juiciness or freshness. Fruity notes, yeah, as I said, this is quite apricotty, datey, date, apricot, or raisins. So very, very dry fruit smell to it. Saffron definitely is there. Apart from saffron, I'm smelling cinnamon, I'm smelling nutmeg, and I'm smelling cumin. So it's very, very deep spiciness to it. Turkish rose, yeah, I'm getting the rose, but it's very faint and is in the background. So at the moment it's not full front, so it could be that it will develop and become stronger. But at the moment the rose is in the background. I can smell it, but it's not strong. It's like way in the background. At the moment it's not a typical rose oud combo, so because the rose is much fainter and the oud and the leather are much more pronounced, so it makes it different from the typical rose oud in here. Agarwood is quite strong in the base, but the agarwood itself is very clean, is very palatable, is internationally palated. It is safe, it's not funky, it's not animalic, it's not barnyard, although there's a hint of animalicness in here, but it's coming from the cumin rather than, or maybe a little bit from the leather, because the leather in here is quite dark and it's quite a little bit on the astringent side and also a little bit on the funky side of leatheriness. And what else? The patchouli in here giving it depth and complexity. It's got some chocolatey feel to it, so it's got a little bit of that chocolatey, earthy hint of that muddiness to it as well. And the benzoin and the vanilla here, the combination of them are beautiful, very, very smooth and rounded, and it giving it not only the sweetness, but it gives it the smoothness of it. The leather in here is quite pronounced from the get-go. The leather is one of the strongest player here. So the leather and the oud are two of the strongest player. After that is the vanilla and benzoin. After that is the spices, and after that is the floral, and also some fruits. So you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. The amber in here is a deep, dense, strong, and sticky and gooey and spicy and dark amber. So it's one of those dark amber. You need to like those kind of fragrances. And the labdanum in here giving it a little bit of the resin feel. So the resin feel is coming from the oud and the labdanum in here to give it resin and a sticky and gooey feel to it. And also it is on this spicy and on the smoky side as well, a little bit of smokiness to it as well. So what a perfume. Wow, it smells great. Wow, this is up my alley. I love this kind of perfumes, but in the same time this is not for everybody. This is definitely on the mature side, yes. So this is given, this is very mature. This is quite complex, it's layered, it's multifaceted, it's deep, dense, it's thick, it's strong. So not everybody's cup of tea. But if you like the kind of fragrances I'm explaining to you, this is one of the best for the price. Under £30, I wasn't expecting it to be this good. Usually you get fragrances like this over £150 to smell like this. So it smells very, very expensive, but you're paying much less than the price tag. Does it remind me of anything in particular? Not at the moment. If I remember, then I will let you know, but it is familiar to me. It's not unique at all. As I said, I smelled this DNA many times before, but it's just basically, even if you have the same amount of ingredients and the same notes and same accords, if you tweak them a little bit up and down, it will change the composition. So again, the composition is quite familiar to me, but it's not like a copy of anything, at least for now. If I remember anything, I will let you know definitely. So who is it for? Definitely on the mature side. I would say at least 25 years and older, if not 30 years and older, to be on the safe side. This is a very, very mature fragrance. I would say a person with experience in life will appreciate this better than a youngster. In terms of season, absolutely cooler weather. This is best for cooler weather at the moment. We are in the middle of winter, and this will will perform absolutely gorgeous in this weather. And also is the appropriate amount of heavy hitters in here to give it the strength for winter. Maybe autumn and the spring is okay, but summer it could be cloying because it's got a big sweetness to it as well. In terms of gender, bang in the middle, unisex. Anybody can wear it, ladies and men, no problem whatsoever. This is DNA that is absolutely unisex and is correct. It is targeted unisex anyway. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, evening, special occasion, special occasion, close encounter, dating, going clubbing, going to dinner, going to a wedding, things like that. Very special, beautiful. Wow, gorgeous, very smooth and very rounded. It's very well put together, and is very good perfumery in here as well. Very good ingredients for a price. As I said, it smells like £150 plus. And the presentation to match. Look at the presentation. Where do you get presentation like this? If you go to European big names, you know who they are. Presentation like this will cost you about £300-400 plus. Okay, so you're getting a beautiful presentation. It's like a royalty. It's like a high end presentation for such a low price, but it's good for us consumers. We're getting an amazing value for money and a good return on our investment. Okay guys, so that was the first impression of this fragrance, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is the first from them. It's called Oud Al Salam, the house, and also the perfume itself is called Oud Passion, and I agree with that name. It is very oudi and it's very passionate. It's very quite sensual in the same time. Okay guys, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Yes for the first impression. Yes, absolutely yes. This is very close to my taste. This is for my age, for my taste, for my, I'm a Middle Eastern man. I absolutely love this kind of fragrances. In the next video, I'll let you know the longevity and development, things like that. So if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. If you have anything else from this house, the house of Oud Al Salam, please let us know your experience. That would be very nice of you to do that. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value for money. They smell great and they're hidden gems. This one, nowhere to be seen. I'm the first one, or the only one at the moment. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I'm the artist, I'm the creator, I'm the worker, everything with these hands. So I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality. They're very bold, big, very long lasting, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye.